This time on Red Dirt Diary, we're taking snow.
From the bottom of the Crooked River to the top of Mount Pinnabar, we're on the hunt. It all starts now. Living the dream.
The ice is burning my fingers.
A little bit stressful.
So we've just left Argo. We're on our way through the Crooked River track at the moment, on our way to Talbot Fill, one of my favourite campsites in Australia. When we get there, you'll see exactly why.
Back over here. I don't want to steal the entire show with my car, but if you could just film nothing but my car the entire... If you'll note the lovely high mount winch, and come over here. Come. The lovely 35s and beadlocks. Yep. And if we come under here, the lovely Fox suspension. All right, we've got pictures of my car. Pack her up.
We're done.
Like a scene out of Jurassic Park, giant ferns, thick fog, and water crossings as far as you can see. That is Crooked River.
If I take you down, would you really hold me down and be your best friend? She just wanna hit me with a quickie by the ball, and I'm like, yes, man. But you got me feeling for your body, you might turn me to a yes, man. Oh yeah. 80 and a 40, I'm a nervous bitch, I'm flyer than your ex, man. We ain't gotta go outside. Two-step in the rain. Wake up by my side. Oh, you just my type. Oh yeah, she know the deal like oh scripting. You ain't the first to really sell that shit. Champagne with the roof gun. Bump this jam back in Tucson. Think I got to get a move on. Never had much to lose, but you can do better with me.
Look, there's nothing that challenging about the Crooked River track. This time of year, most of the crossings are low and the bases are all beautiful and rocky. You really can just sit back and enjoy the driving for what it is.
She just wanna hit me with a quickie by the ball, and I'm like, yes, man. But you got me feeling for your body, you might turn me to a yes, man. Oh yeah. 80 and a 40, I'm a nervous bitch, I'm flyer than your ex, man. Why you act so extra? Let me in your section, running through my mind.
It is the most crystal clear little stream I've ever seen in my life. It is just picturesque.
Turn me to a yes, man. Before we do this, girl, I got a question. If I take you down, would you really hold me down and be your best friend? She just wanna hit me with a quickie by the ball, and I'm like, yes, man. Well, you got me feeling for your body, you might turn me to a yes, man. Oh yeah. 80 and a 40, I'm a nervous bitch, I'm flyer than your ex, man.
But seriously, that Ranger looks good. It's got aesthetics going for it. I mean, it's not a patrol, but it's all right.
Crooked River was really in my element. Being from North Queensland, lots of river crossings, lots of sloppy mud, I was right at home. High Country is one of those places that doesn't matter how many times you've been here before, you just got to keep coming back.
Finally, after a massive descent, we get into a giant flat pasture called Talbot Fill.
Talbot Fill is one of my favourite campsites in Australia. You just can't beat it. Beautiful Crooked River running through it, just...
I was worried they were going to do something stupid. I guess I'm no longer worried.
The crossings today were amazing. Did 21 something, I sort of lost count at 10. Yeah, it's really great. This scenery is amazing, absolutely beautiful. Doesn't get much better than this.
Would you like a Twiggy?
I don't even want to know what they are.
It's not meat, is it? I'm vegetarian.
If Billy Goats is the iconic steep track, then South Basalt would make that look like the M1. It's not technical. It's not technical at all. It's just stupid steep.
Fantastic way to start off the trip, just hanging with the guys. Nice big fire to keep everyone warm. Cooked up a storm as per usual on the old camp cooker. It was just fantastic.
That night's camping was absolutely magic. Roaring bonfire, giant logs that I may have gotten to use my winch on, and a stunning sunset. High Country, here we are. So I've just woken up at Talbotville this morning. We're going to go and shoot over to Blue Rag Range track today, but we're going to take a track called South Basalt Knob to get out of here. Now, South Basalt, if you don't know it, is stupid steep, really, really loose. So what I'm actually going to do, go from 25, which I was on the way here, down to probably about 12, and I can get away with that. 12-pound bead locks, not worried, happy days.
This morning we're going to head to Basalt Knob, do one of the toughest, steepest tracks, and probably going to have to winch. Should be fun.
Basalt's Knob, we were warned it could be a little bit tricky. Even the first part there with the camper on, I'm going, yeah, this mightn't be as easy as we thought all in the beginning.
Don't do that. Right again. Oh, Jesus Christ.
But is it going to winch in?
That's the problem. I can't get back.
Always check your winch works before you leave camp.
At least the view's beautiful to die to.
So,
die for? Is it to die for, or we can die to the view?
Die on.
Die on.
Yeah, we're dying on the view.
Unfortunately, when I found out Billy was stuck on Basalt Knob, I was way too far ahead, and unfortunately I had to keep moving, otherwise I wasn't going to get started again.
So with Billy's winch out of action, we had no choice but to do a slingshot recovery. And that involved getting Chloe up in from behind, run a winch line up to a tree, through a thatch block, back down to Billy and pull him up.
I've slidden down that knob many times. Welcome to the bloody high country.
What's this slingshot winch you're talking about?
So slingshot, basically in layman terms, that's what I am. We're going to use Dan's winch on the Ranger, which is down behind Billy, up through a pulley block and back to the front of Billy's car there. It's about the only option we've got because I can't come down. If I come down, I can't turn around. Alright, let me get a damper on those hooks and get the hell out of here.
How we going, Billy? Victorian High Country, huh?
A little bit challenging, a little bit stressful.
Basically into gear, foot on the foot brake, start bringing the revs up so the torque converter's starting to bite, and then as it's starting to bite, you're going to bring your handbrake off so it's going to stop you going backwards. Alright, so we all good?
Yeah.
Alright, clear winching. Clear winching!
That was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed that. A few cool little hill climbs coming up here. We're at the top of South Basalt Knob Trail now. Unfortunately, there's no snow, so that just means we're going to have to go a little bit higher in altitude, see if we can find any way to Blue Rag. It's pretty common to find survival huts up in this area. As you can imagine, in winter, having no shelters there could be the difference between life and death.
Suddenly the sun comes up and I feel my love flooding back again. Until the sun comes up and I feel my love coming up again.
The Blue Rag drive up there, you honestly, you've got to consider whether you're going to fall off the edge because you're too damn busy looking around.
Until the sun comes up and I feel my love coming up again. Suddenly the sun comes up and dark is gone.
You feel like you're on top of the world, you're looking out at the horizon curving. Nowhere in this country looks like the Victorian High Country.
I've not seen colours like that ever before. As a kid, you'd look up at rainbows. We were standing there at Blue Rag looking down on top of it and you could just see the colour was just punching through the clouds.
The most amazing sunset I'd ever seen.
It looks like there's a fire over those mountains. Pitch dark, pouring rain, and the worst conditions I've ever seen on Blue Rag Range. Just getting back to the main road was one of the most hectic experiences of my four-wheel driving life. And then hearing Nick coming up behind me sounded like a 747, and so it should. He was towing the full dead weight of Billy's broken Land Cruiser and trailer. Nick just skull dragged this for the last half a kilometre up the muddiest hill I've ever seen in the high country. We had a really nice little muddy hill. Nick recovered Billy in the 200 in the trailer, and well, we've just stopped because Billy's got no brakes.
he's torn a brake line, okay, but in the process we also found that his CV is in about 7 pieces under the car. So Nick Diver over there is currently vice grip magic thinging everything back together.
All right, well the drive out from Blue Rag probably didn't really go to plan. Found that when he busted the CV, it tore the brake line out. So we tried a few different things, tried to crimp the brake line, nothing would seem to work. So we had to remove it from the block, put a bolt in there and hope that it'd seal.
Well, that was borderline ridiculous. We finally got Billy's brake line crimped off and he's got brakes again, knocked the CV back into place and finally got off Dargo High Plains Road. Downside of that is all of our gear is absolutely soaking wet. It is sleeting outside and it's about -3. We've hauled into Hotham Heights. The beer is cold, the heater is warm and the palmies are awesome. So I'm reckoning we stay here for the night, keep out of the weather. Well, there used to be a flare there, and now there isn't.
So yeah, I'm going to cut like that when I get home.
5.5 k's till a cold beer, hot dinner, and a freezing cold night's sleep. You!
We just got to Tom Grogan. This is a campsite I wanted to come to for forever. To finally be here, it's pretty surreal. It's, I mean, right on the Murray. It's absolutely amazing. Setting up camp. Should be a good night.
So Chloe, did you lose anything today?
It's not my fault.
Maybe a flare?
Not my fault. It's not the fact you got 35s on it. Not my fault.
Ah.
I put up a photo once on the Red Dirt Diary thing that I thought was a campsite and turns out it was someone smoking a bong. Because
someone was me.
They were in camp chairs in a creek and they built a little fire and there was smoke, but there was smoke like coming out from under the chair.
You're like, that's nostalgic. Let's get that on there.
I got ripped to shreds about that.
It's 6 a.m. at Tom Grogan. 6 a.m. we're at the Tom Grogan camp. We're up early. Got a pretty big day ahead of us today. Gonna cruise across the Murray River and then shoot up the top of Mount Pinnabar. It should be really good.
So Danny decided to help Dan deflate his tyres. I'm no expert, but I don't think that's what they're supposed to look like. But maybe if they're both like that. Oh no, maybe they are supposed to look like that.
So I did what he asked. I let his tyres down.
He didn't say stop, ever.
Well, that's the thing. Usually you say when. He didn't say when.
So we're ready to go.
We're good to go. Beat like life, baby.
It's the morning of our climb up the notorious Mount Pinnabar, and so far, not a single vehicle has escaped damage. Billy's 200, well, that's completely out of action. Nick's patrol, broken. Dan and mine, both bruised and battered. Nothing is going to stop us getting up there.
Alright, well, let's empty the backseat of the Ranger out. Go up Mount Pinnabar.
Sure as hell wasn't jumping in Dan's Ranger.
Oh, hey girl. Hey girl.
As we've got to head off this morning, discovered that my bottom radiator tank is actually cracked. So we've been having a lot of bad luck on this trip, unfortunately. So yeah, with a 200 series out of action, busted CV, non-existent brake line, patrol with a busted radiator. Yeah, it's been an adventure.
At least you're still in a patrol though, right?
Absolutely, yeah. No way I was getting in that Ranger.
So Danny forgot how to drive. Really?
Everybody make some noise. Competition, listen, you got work to do. Tune the Fisher, call me Charlie too. And hey, and when I bring it, I'll be bringing it straight to you. One time deal. Hey, the man could be in it, you can't pass it by. This how you spend the day. Live on the west, but
This climber seems to keep going forever and ever. It really gives you some appreciation just with how steep this country is.
Yeah, instant vintage, deep in the trenches. Every sentence can lead speakers defenseless. Peeking through fences and speaking bleaker than Memphis. Peeking your interest with heat, seeking intent. Hey, wait a minute. Now one more time, I need everybody out there. Everybody make some noise. I'm fine, I'm not cold at all. Yeah. Competition, listen, you got work to do. Tune the Fisher, call me. And when the breaking up, we're bringing it straight to you. 2 times, yeah.
How perfect is this? Now that we're going to the highest track in Australia, the sky is 100% clear. That's going to be bloody magic.
Well, we kept going up and up.
And up and up.
And up. And up.
And up. And up.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Driving through those tracks, we pulled up in one section, turned around and had a look at the snow-capped mountains of the Snowies. Oh, woo.
Well, we didn't find snow.
Oh, I did find $2 though, but we still had one hell of an adventure. We'll see you next time.
On Red Dirt Diary.
Nailed it.
Welcome to Red Dirt.
I slinged the knob.
Full of entertainers and thieves. Used to let it go.